I would think this is a place for someone to learn new things.
Alex Eala never expected her life to change in a single afternoon, but that was exactly what happened on the day that one private meeting leaked and sent the entire tennis world spiraling into chaos. It all started quietly, without a headline, without a rumor, without a hint that something massive was brewing behind closed doors. She woke up like it was any normal training day, grabbed her racket bag, tied her hair, and stepped into the facility with the same disciplined confidence she had been building for years. Nobody watching her that morning knew that she was walking straight towards a moment that would ignite global debate, fuel jealousy among rivals, and reveal a truth that the tennis world simply wasn't prepared for. For years, Alex had been rising steadily, slowly, like a volcano preparing to erupt. Coaches saw it first, the way her footwork sharpened, the way her shots carried more purpose, the way her mindset matured with every tournament. Fans noticed too. Clips of her practices spread on social media, showing her hitting with a focus that didn't match her age. Her aura was shifting, her silence was turning into confidence, her confidence was turning into threat-level potential. But still, no one predicted what was about to happen. Because behind the highlight reels and interviews and trophies, something else was forming. Attention from a coach who didn't pay attention to just anyone. This was a coach known around the world, someone who helped shape champions, someone who rejected hundreds of young talents every year, someone who only reached out when he believed he had spotted something extraordinary. At first, it sounded like gossip, the kind of whisper that floats around player lounges and locker rooms. But then, slowly, quiet hints appeared. A strange schedule change, a security guard mentioning a special guest, a familiar-looking silhouette passing through a hallway. And then the truth slipped out. A meeting happened. A private, off-the-record, no-cameras meeting between Alex and one of the most respected minds in tennis. It shouldn't have been a big deal. Meetings happen all the time. But in tennis, where rivalries simmer behind practice smiles, where jealousy hides behind polite interviews, where opportunities define careers, this meeting was a spark waiting for a flame. The facility staff tried to keep it quiet. The hallway cameras were angled away, people were told to leave the floor, but someone somewhere captured 5 seconds of footage through a narrow gap in the door. 5 seconds. A blurry angle. Alex sitting across from the coach, listening with intense focus. The coach leaning forward, gesturing seriously. A notebook, a sheet of paper that looked suspiciously like a contract. That 5-second clip leaked online and everything exploded instantly. Fans demanded answers, analysts created theories, rivals panicked. Some said she was switching coaches. Others said she was being recruited into an elite camp. A few whispered that this could change the entire balance of power in women's tennis. And then came the comments, the ones that revealed everything that people normally hide. She doesn't deserve this. So now she gets special treatment? She hasn't proved anything yet. The jealousy was loud, even when spoken quietly. But the biggest shock came when a former top player, now a TV analyst, said the sentence that went viral within minutes. If Alex is being courted by that coach, some top players should be worried. That was it. That was the spark. In a single moment, the entire internet turned its attention to Alex like she had just punched a hole through the future of women's tennis. Some fans celebrated her. Others questioned her. Some rivals unfollowed her. Some posted quotes about undeserved opportunities. A few even hinted that she was skipping steps. They didn't say her name directly, but everyone knew exactly who they meant. And for Alex, the pressure wasn't coming from the public. It was coming from players she admired, players she respected, players she used to look up to. She heard the whispers during warm-ups. She saw the looks in hallways. She felt the shift in energy. But she stayed silent. Because Alex had learned early in her career that silence can be more powerful than any interview. While the world argued about her, she focused. She trained harder. She sharpened every weakness. She built herself quietly, methodically, the way real champions do. Meanwhile, reporters kept digging, rumors kept spreading. Then a so-called transcription leak appeared. Someone claiming they overheard the coach tell her she doesn't even know how strong she can become. Whether it was real or fake didn't matter. People believed it instantly, because deep down everyone already sensed the truth. Alex wasn't being noticed for who she was. She was being noticed for who she could become. Not just a rising player, not just a promising junior, but a future threat, someone capable of shaking up the rankings, challenging the established order, and redefining what the next era of tennis might look like. And that scared people. The backlash grew. Journalists questioned her maturity, former coaches claimed she was being rushed. Players posted cryptic comments about juniors skipping steps. The drama became bigger than her matches, bigger than her tournaments, bigger than her. And still, she said nothing. That silence drove people crazy. They wanted her to confirm it, deny it, react to it, fuel it, anything. But she simply kept training with that calm, sharp focus that made the top coach interested in her in the first place. It wasn't until weeks later that the truth finally emerged, slowly, quietly, from people close to the situation. Yes, the meeting was real. Yes, the coach requested it. Yes, he saw something in her that reminded him of champions he had shaped in the past. But no, it wasn't a recruitment meeting. It wasn't a contract signing. It wasn't a dramatic transfer. It was guidance, pure guidance. He wanted to warn her that she was entering the phase where talent creates enemies, where growth invites jealousy, where every step forward lights up the insecurities of those who feel threatened by your rise. He told her that the pressure she was feeling was actually proof of her value, that the noise around her was a sign she was getting close to greatness, that players only become targets when they become relevant. And in that moment, she understood the bigger picture. The meeting didn't break the internet because of drama. It broke the internet because the tennis world finally realized that Alex Eala was stepping into something bigger than potential. She was stepping into power. She didn't deny the meeting because there was nothing to deny. She didn't feed the drama because champions don't chase noise. They let their results speak. And that's exactly what she did. She played with more precision, more confidence, more maturity. She didn't win every match. Nobody does. But every time she stepped onto the court, something about her felt different, more dangerous, more intentional. Coaches began watching her more closely. Rivals studied her more seriously. Fans felt her momentum building. And the world understood one thing. That leaked meeting wasn't the climax of her story. It was the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where she is no longer seen as a rising junior, but as a rising force. A player top coaches respect, a player rivals fear, a player a nation believes in, and a player the world will soon no longer overlook. The meeting may have been exposed, but the real exposure was this. Alex Eala's rise is undeniable, unstoppable, and happening in real time. And if this is only the beginning, the future of women's tennis is about to get a lot more interesting, a lot more competitive, and a lot more emotional. Because stories like this don't end with leaks. They end with trophies. They end with breakthroughs. They end with players becoming legends. And the tennis world is starting to realize that Alex might be one of them. If you want more powerful stories, emotional rivalries, and behind-the-scenes truths from women's tennis, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts below, because your voice is part of this journey, and this story is far from over.